guys, welcome back to another interview here on Tone In Entertainment. Today, we're at Generation Championship Wrestling's Diamond Cup event, and I'm joined by Katalina Perez, the Queenpin.
The Queenpin, yes.
How you doing?
The Queenpin. Great, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yes.
You've been pretty busy this year.
I have, yes. 2021 was just last year. Yes, I did a whole bunch of states, did a whole bunch of new promotions, did a whole bunch of TV, and here I'm in 2022, and I'm ready to take this all the way to the top.
Yeah, I have seen you on several episodes of AEW Dark.
Yes, was just on one against Layla Hirsch. Check it out.
I did see that as well. That was in the Orlando studio.
Yes, first time there. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very good match. Very exciting.
Yeah, because I know you were supposed to actually be in a tag team about a week ago with Lexi Gomez, and you had to pull out to go and do that.
Yes, because I did that. Yes.
See,
you keep up. Good job.
I was actually going to try to set an interview up with you that day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I saw you did one with JC Love. Yeah.
Correct. Yes,
my backup girls. I hope. Yeah.
I did. Oh.
They did a really good.
They did great.
I saw JC do a little bit with you, and I was like, oh, look at her interviewing. So proud of her.
Did, because they got put in for you too, and because Kim had reached out to me. She's like, no, she has to. I was like, okay.
Yes, her and Devlin, my girls.
Yes,
my girls.
And I saw you were going to be here at Generation Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
So I was like, we're going to make this happen.
Yes, and we are here, and I'm gracing you with my presence. You got my time. Anything you want to ask, go ahead. Well, not everything, anything.
Not anything?
Not everything. I don't kiss and tell,
That's not what we talked about before the cameras start rolling. Why are you changing everything?
It's the Queenpin. We go by the Queenpin's rules. Sorry.
The Queenpin makes the rules, and I'm not going to mess around with it then.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about just kind of like why you wanted to become a professional wrestler.
So I've watched wrestling all my life because my parents were big wrestling fans. We had like a whole bunch of pictures and like trading cards and everything. And we would watch pay-per-views every Sunday, not every Sunday, but every time they would come out in the living room with our big screen TV, and we'd just like sit down like a family and watch it. So we have a whole bunch of tapes and DVDs and all this stuff. So when I was like 15, I was like, I think I want to be a wrestler. And then I was like, I don't think it's going to happen because I'm only 15 and my parents aren't going to let me, but we'll work towards the goal. So then when I was 18, I was like, all right, I have to get a job and I have to get a car so I can do this. So I got myself a job. And then a couple months later, I got myself a car. And then when I was like, I was 20 and I was like, okay, my tax money's coming up. That is the time to pay for wrestling school. And then I asked my dad for permission. So I'm Puerto Rican. We're very Spanish. We don't, I had to ask him for permission because that's what we do. And even though I was 20, I was a grown woman, still living at home. I had to ask for permission. I said, can I be a wrestler? He was like, no. He was like, no, I don't even hit you. I've never hit you. And you think I'm going to let somebody hit you? And I was like, I started crying. And he was like, but if you want to do it, you go ahead, but you're not going to like it. The first time you get hit, you're going to just come back home. And I'm like, okay. Whatever. And guess what happened? I'm here. And he came to my first match. My mom came, my whole family came, and then they supported me for a while coming to my shows. But yeah, that was the story of me being a wrestler. Well, now basically because my parents. So my career is dedicated to my parents.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Now that you've been doing it a while, what do your parents think now?
Oh, they love it. Like my dad and my mom are like, well, my dad is like my biggest fan, which is so funny. After him saying no, he shares everything on my Facebook and he's always asking me, but their favorite question to ask me is, did you win? And I'm like, no, but that's not the point. The point is I had fun, Mom, Dad. But no, they're my biggest fans now. It's great.
Yeah, so Daddy's girl, it's all good.
Yeah,
now?
Because they loved wrestling growing up, and like me growing up, they always watched it, and they still watch it to this day. Like I can hear them watching TV. They always go through Raw, SmackDown, AEW, and it's like I'm doing what they always watched, and so I love it doing that.
Now, your story kind of sounds very familiar to mine growing up, like just with the whole atmosphere of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like it was such an experience, I think, back in the 90s and early 2000s of just like huddling around and getting together for that pay-per-view.
Because I didn't have any friends that watched wrestling growing up. It was just my parents and my sisters. But my sisters, they got out of the phase and they thought I was going to get out of the phase until it's like, no, this is the phase. Like, this is me. But it would just be me and my parents. And then we used to babysit some kids that I would watch it with. But growing up, it was just me watching it. Like me and my family watching it during pay-per-views. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but we always watched it. There was not a pay-per-view we missed. It was great.
Right. Is it like in my family growing up, we used to watch WCW 605.
Oh,
my
really?
dad would stay home, make burgers. It was like the family tradition.
Okay. See, that's cute.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So like was born in 96,
Okay.
but so I didn't watch like the 90s pay-per-views.
96?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm a baby.
I was about ready to graduate high school then.
But so like the pay-per-views we watched were like the 2000 like mid 2000s, like
Okay.
2004, 5, 6.
Still a great time.
Yeah, because we definitely recorded those, and I remember rewatching. Like we had like Unforgiven, 2006. Mainly 2006 pay-per-views we recorded for some reason, and I would always rewatch it. But 2006 was like a big year for like us as a family with wrestling.
Were there any of those matches around that time that really stood out to you? That
Well, I would constantly rewatch Trish's last match, Trish against Lita. I watched that constantly, and then I watched Survivor Series, I think 2006 constantly. I don't know why. I'm the type of person that like I'll rewatch something constantly, even though I already know the outcome, just for my anxiety purposes, I guess. So nothing new comes at me. So I would rewatch those pay-per-views all the time.
But you could take NFL, you could take Major League Baseball, you could take hockey. You're never going to go back and rewatch those games again.
No, because it's once in a like once it's live, you don't want to watch it again. Wrestling is timeless. You can watch that anytime and not get bored of it.
That's like the best explanation I've heard for.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because like if you know the Super Bowl and this person wins the Super Bowl, why are you gonna watch it?
Right.
But like if you know somebody won a match, you're gonna know, okay, how did they win the match? How was the match? Was the match good? Was the match bad? Like what was the character and all that stuff? So like it's different. It's different.
If you had to tell a non-wrestling fan one wrestling match to watch, what match would that be?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot because I'm not gonna know.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Let's just say a wrestler. A match. Like, this is a guy's matches you should watch.
Current or like anytime?
Anytime.
Because anytime you would be Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
Because Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels will like gravitate you whether you watch wrestling or not, I feel like.
Okay.
Watch Shawn Michaels if you don't know anything about wrestling.
That's like
Yeah.
the best example.
Exactly. Because you can watch him in the 90s or the 2000s and he's still good. So.
Yeah, I don't remember too many bad matches with Shawn Michaels.
Exactly. Because
It's like the Lucha Brothers,
he's
those
the
guys.
GOAT.
No bad matches.
No bad matches from the Lucha Brothers.
Right.
What? Absolutely not.
Right.
Not from them.
Now, you don't just call yourself the Queenpin, but you are living the moniker. That is
am.
permanent up there?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, we'll keep it a secret.
Maybe.
We'll keep it a secret.
Maybe.
We'll keep it a
But
secret.
I need people to know and understand who they're messing with. The Queenpin. So then whenever they look at me in the face, they're like, oh, she's the Queenpin. So yeah.
Where did the nickname the Queenpin come from?
My friend. He actually gave me the name. I'll throw his name out there. David Ali, the Savior. He's a wrestler
Okay, I
from
know David
Georgia.
Ali. Yeah,
yes. Yeah, he gave me the name, and then at first it didn't really fit me because I was still. I think he gave me the name like 2 years into my career, and I've been wrestling for almost 5 now. So at first I didn't feel like it fit me then, and then. Now that I've wrestled for a couple years and have gained my experience and like my theme song from Montezi, it all fits together. And I'm like, I am the Queenpin. Like that is who I am. That's me.
No, I love like just your persona. When you step in the ring, I really do feel like I'm watching the Queenpin. You come in there with attitude,
exactly.
little zing, little pep. And
Yes, and I'll beat your ass. Oh, I don't know if you're allowed to curse here.
It's
beat
YouTube.
your butt.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, exactly. So I'll beat your ass. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Now, we are here at a independent wrestling show because you've been
Yes.
on AEW plenty of times. Of course, people are watching AEW on a regular basis.
Yes.
But what would you say to the people who have seen you on AEW or anywhere else? They watch you, but they're not coming to their local shows. What are they missing out on?
Come out to your local shows. You're missing out a lot, because unfortunately those matches are shorter because we have a lot of matches to go through. And at an independent show, you can watch 6, 7 matches and you get like a lot of time for each match, and you get to actually get into the characters and get into everything that they do. So definitely come out to your local shows because like social media can only do so much. Like I'm posting pictures and I'm posting videos, but like it's not the live experience you're getting from actually seeing me in the ring and doing stuff. Like I know a wrestler that met me, I think was it in this building? I don't know. He met me, but he didn't know of me until he watched me wrestle. He was like, wow, I actually really like your work. And I was like, thank you. Appreciate that. Because it's different. Social media, seeing it online is different than being inside a local wrestling event, which you should come out to your local wrestling event. It's cheap. It's not expensive. Just come out. $10, general admission, sit wherever you want.
Right, exactly. And most of the time there's beer here anyway.
Exactly. You
Right.
get to have a fun time and you get to just be around a great atmosphere and see like fun. Because every match is different. Every match is different. You're going to have like different characters and variety, and like you're just going to have a fun time. Go out to a wrestling show.
Yeah, if you're not, what's wrong with you? Come
Exactly.
on.
What is wrong with you? You say you're a wrestling fan. Are you?
Yeah.
Or are you a TV wrestling fan?
There's a big difference, I think.
There is a huge difference. Sorry, I'm getting all hype in this.
No,
There's a
that's
huge
what it's all about.
difference.
We're all just going to get worked up.
Huge
and go crazy
difference.
here.
Local indie wrestling is great. It's on the rise. It's phenomenal. So yes.
It really is, because I grew up, watching wrestling, and I would go to independent shows in the early 2000s, and I felt like at that time it was a lot of old timers.
Yeah.
It wasn't very fun. It would be like a couple guys that were washed up, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But the independent wrestling scene now, it's
Different.
180.
It is. It's so much fun. And growing up, I didn't know there was independent shows 20 minutes from my house. And so that's when I started working there once I started wrestling. So it was Newport Richie. I was like, I didn't know y'all ran shows every Wednesday. And now I do, because now I'm on it. So yeah.
Now, when you're not wrestling, when you're not training, what are some of the things you like to do for fun?
Depends on what you're asking. Depends on who you're asking.
Be as honest as you want to be. Be honest, but be as transparent as you want to be.
I don't know. I just like to have a fun time. I work out, clearly. I like doing makeup. I love food. Basically, that's it. And if you don't like that answer, I'll beat your ass too. So it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Well, since you're working out a lot and you're probably watching what you're eating.
Yes, I have
And
to.
you've had one match tonight, and you had a run-in as well.
Yes, I did.
So you've definitely worked up an appetite.
Boo you, Maserati.
Oh, I saw
I definitely
that.
worked up an appetite. I'm starving, and I'm thirsty.
Uh-oh.
There's a bar next door.
It's right here.
Oh, it's in the building.
It's in the building. It's not even next
catch
door.
me at the bar
Catch
when
you
I'm
at the
done.
bar.
When I'm done. Yes.
What would be that meal that you're gonna have to just bring you down, take you down for the night?
I want food right now. I don't want a burger and fries. I want some rice and chicken or something.
Rice and chicken.
Yeah, rice and chicken. Give me that. Give me filling.
Filling.
Oh, but pizza also sounds good right now. Damn.
What toppings are you having on your pizza?
My go-to is chicken and onion.
Really?
Don't give me
That's
that look.
interesting? Okay.
Chicken onion's so good. Okay, chicken and onion from Papa John's with their garlic sauce.
Oh, anything with that
Heaven.
garlic sauce is
Heaven.
ridiculous.
Oh my God. But I'm disrespecting New York. I'm sorry. I love you. But I'm in Florida and I don't get New York pizzas out here because they're garbage. So once I go to New York, I will have a New York pizza, and I'll tell you that that's probably my favorite pizza with whatever toppings I get, which will probably be chicken and onion. But right now, Papa John's chicken and onion with garlic sauce.
Okay. I do dig the Papa John's, the barbecue. The Buffalo Ranch one.
Buffalo Ranch on pizza is actually really good.
Yeah, I just don't get it with the onions. That's my.
Onions are so good. Onions are so good, especially caramelized and cooked.
Yeah.
What? It's so good. I can do raw onion, but not on a pizza.
Okay.
Not on a pizza. It's got to be caramelized.
Okay.
And with the chicken.
Okay. I can work with that.
Now you're going to get me hungry.
Oh, we got to get you a beer and some food.
I don't drink beer.
No, we got to get you an alcoholic
nasty.
beverage.
Yeah, an alcoholic
I'm sorry.
beverage.
It doesn't have to be beer. I just say beer by default.
My go-to,
What is it?
Blue Long Island iced tea.
Heck yeah. Oh, right
see,
there.
best
That's
friends.
what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
yes.
Blue Long Island iced tea.
Exactly. From the Queenpin, a Long Island drink. Exactly.
Right?
It gets me. And you only need to get 1 to 2, and that's cheaper than having to get multiple drinks that you pay. Drinks are expensive.
Super expensive.
$8 for a drink. I can get a baby shot at Walmart for 50 cents or $1. I can get 10 of those for the $10 drink and get messed up.
Right? No, you said Blue Long Island because,
Yes.
I think I was introduced to the Long Island iced tea, to begin with,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And then you graduate to the Blue Long Island.
Yes, just because the blue is sweeter. The blue,
It
they
is.
have blue curacao in it. So the Long Island is just a regular Coke, but I don't know if they put Coke in blue Long Island. I think it's just blue curacao. It's just sweeter. He's
really
beats me. I'm just drinking it.
I'm not the mixologist. I'm just hey, give me something to give me chill, right?
Yeah, so before I would always be just give me something sweet, but that'll get me messed up, And then they would always give me something different. I wouldn't know exactly what they would put in it until I figured out I like Long Island iced teas, but I like the blue one better. So now every time I go out, I will get a blue Long Island iced tea.
One of them, and you're good.
Well, two max, but usually they do 2 for 1s.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So, at Applebee's they do 2 for 1s, but 2 max because if I do more than 2, your girl's gonna have a rough night. Your girl's gonna have a rough night.
Let's see, Applebee's, Papa John's.
Yes.
I think we need some sponsorships up
For
in
real,
here, right?
for
What's
real.
going
Panda
on?
Express, what? Me and Lexi Gomez, aka Very Important Baddies, aka VIB. Sorry, plug. We
for
love Panda Express. Just a heads up. And that's it.
That's it? I mean,
that's it.
I mean, I enjoyed some delicious Chick-fil-A on the way up here today.
Yes. So sponsor us. Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Papa John's, Long Island iced teas. I'm making a food sponsor.
I want to see you sponsored by Long Island iced tea.
Oh my God, yes, please.
It's not even a brand.
It's not even a brand. It's just a drink, but somebody will sponsor me.
I would love to see the announcer say, the Queenpin Katalina Perez, sponsored by Blue Long Island iced tea.
Yes, oh my God, yes. If I did a show and like that happened and I said half off Blue Long Island iced teas or like 2 for 1 Long Island iced teas, they would make a lot of money.
They would.
I think that's a good investment for them.
Right?
They should do that.
I think we just need to find like the 7 companies, because isn't it like
it's 7 drinks so like I think it's gin, tequila, rum, vodka, and I think blue curacao. I think that's it.
I know it's a bunch.
All of them.
We need to figure it out, and we need
Sponsor me.
Queenpin sponsored by Blue Long Island iced tea.
Please, I would be the happiest ever.
That would be amazing. I would love to see that.
It would be great.
Now, I have to talk about the hair, of course.
Yes.
Has it always been so glamorous, or
so
when did
pink,
you go?
yes, always pink.
Yes, always pink. Oh, when did it become pink?
Maybe 2 years ago or less. Originally, my hair is like this dark, black brown color, and then I was going through a crisis, and I said, I'm gonna dye my hair blonde. No, actually, I was gonna bleach it and then dye it red. But then I ended up liking how the bleach looked, and I was like, actually, I like this. It was like a brassy orange color, which you're supposed to tone. You don't care about this, but you're supposed to tone your hair when you dye your hair blonde. So it was like this brassy orange color, and I was like, I dig this. I like this. I'm going to keep this. So I kept it for a couple months, and then after I was like, I'm getting tired of it. I think I may have gone through another crisis. Usually that's what happens when girls dye their hair. They have a crisis. And then I dyed it pink, and I was like, I kind of like this. And then it just stayed pink. Because it fits me.
It does.
It fits me very well. Yeah.
It fits you very well.
It's like very fiery, but like now I love pink. I used to hate the color pink. Like growing up, I always loved black. Black was my thing. And then now it's just like pink. I got pink eyeshadow. My gear's pink. My gear matches my hair perfectly. It's insane. But yeah.
So good things can come of a crisis then.
Exactly.
What's in the future for the Queenpin?
Everything, I hope. I hope you keep seeing me either on TV or local indie shows that you're supposed to show up to. I just want to be on the top of every promotion that I'm at. Because like tonight, like we got the first match of the night and we killed it. So like I just want matches like that where like you might not know what I'm capable of, but then once you see me wrestle and you hear the reaction that I get and everything, you're like, wow, this girl's actually really dope. And like, we need to see her everywhere. So that's my goal. I want to be everywhere because everybody thinks I'm dope.
There we go. I like it. It was a really hard-hitting match out there.
It was a lot of fun.
Lots of oohs and ahs out there from the crowd out there.
Yes, for sure. I chopped her. Very good. It was a fun match. It was our first time working together, and I've been wanting to work her for a while. So for our first match, we have really good chemistry, and it was a lot of fun. So I'll be ready for you, Maz, next time.
Round 2, we need to make it happen,
for sure.
right?
For sure, because she's gonna try to come back at me after I interfered and hit her. I'll be ready for you.
You know,
because you wasn't ready for me.
If you want to see that interference match, the interference in the match, it's actually on the little screen right next to us right now. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
look
right
at that
here.
right there.
Oh wow, look at that. Great.
Yeah.
Editing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was. Now, can you take me back to the very first day that you went to go train as a professional wrestler? When you walked into that arena, what went through your head?
I don't remember. Do I remember? I mean, I know I was scared. I was nervous because, so orientation, my family didn't want me to wrestle. Like I said, my mom and my sister didn't want to come with me to orientation. So, mind you, I lived an hour away from where we were actually training at. So, I basically had just gotten my car a couple months earlier, and I wanted somebody to come with me, and nobody wanted to come. So I brought my friend with me, and I was so nervous. So that was the first time I actually went to a training, and I was very nervous. And then when I went by myself, I was like, "Ooh, this is rough. This is a little scary." But I trained with Jay Lethal, and he's like a dream. Like he's great. So I didn't feel scared the whole time because of how great he is and how patient he is and how openly invited he is. It was a good time. So it was nerve-wracking at first because I never did any sports growing up. I'm not athletic. I'm not shooting myself in the foot right there, but I'm not athletic. I don't do anything. I never did any sports, but I just love wrestling. So when I go out there, I give it my all. And you can see that. You would think like, oh, she did like softball or something. No. So when I was in the ring, I was like, I don't know. I'm not a track star, so running these ropes is going to suck. I don't like getting hit. In real life, if you was to hit me right now, I would be like, ow.
Well, I would never hit you.
I would, like, I'm a little baby with things. Like if I pinch my finger, I'm like, ow, that really hurt. Like I'm such a baby. But then like I get in the ring and I'm like, try me. It's weird.
So what is it like the switch that goes off in the ring that makes you just like...
I don't know. It's like, it's just I love wrestling and the performing aspect of it. Like, as soon as I walk through that curtain, I'm a different person. And I'm like, this is Katalina Perez. This isn't who you are. This is what you want to be and make money off of. So go be that person. Go be a star. So that's what I just have to remind myself when I go out there. And then the switch changes because I love wrestling, so I'm not going to be this like little scared girl going out there. I'm going to be up in your face and being yes because I'm trying to get paid.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Right? I think I heard like once a sumo wrestler describe it as kind of like, you know, my body can be here, but my mind is somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you walk through that curtain, emotions should be cut off. You should not be thinking about anything in your real life. Forget that. You should be thinking wrestling and your match. And then after that, you can come back and cry about whatever is happening in your life. But once you go out there, you forget everything. And it's wrestling. It's all wrestling.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about your theme song by Montesi?
Yes,
because
Montesi.
that dude is super, super talented.
Yes, so good, so good. I had that song, I think, made for me like 2 years ago as well, kind of when I had the Queenpin thing. And like at first I was like, I love this, but it's not me yet. But now it's me, and I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, he was supposed to be here tonight, but he couldn't because things happened, and I'm so sorry for everybody. And I hope everything's okay, Montesi. But that's my jam. That's me. That gets me hype. Like, I have gone to the ring, like, out of breath because I'm dancing and vibing to my song. Like, if you haven't heard it, hopefully he can link it down below because it's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on... You can even use Instagram and put a music note on, and you can look up Katalina Perez Attitude, and what? You can have it on your Instagram story.
Yeah, and
So,
Montesi,
yes.
we hope everything is cool because
Yes.
we're supposed to actually interview him tonight, too.
Oh.
Things happen.
Yeah.
But I'm sure everything's going to be all
Yes,
good.
I hope everything's
and
okay.
we'll see him soon. But definitely dope track. And
It is.
You know,
It's great.
I'm not one for new music. I'm kind of stuck in the past. But his music is surefire.
It is so good, and it gets me so hyped because, like, that is Queenpin. Like, that is the Queenpin. If you listen to my song, you will understand who I am and what I'm capable of and, like, how I portray myself. So, yes, it's a great song.
It is.
Yes.
Anything else that we should know before we let you go?
No. Follow me on social media. Let's see if I remember this. _ Katalina Perez on Instagram. Katalina with 2 A's at the end. So KATALINAA Perez on Twitter. And then Facebook.com/The Katalina Perez. And I'll plug my Patreon too. Patreon.com/The Katalina Perez. And OnlyFans.com/The Katalina Perez. So there we go.
And just in
That's
case
it.
any of them are off, I've put it down below in the description.
Yes, and
so it's easy to
Katalina,
find.
yes, KatalinaPerez.com. Go buy your merch, go buy your 8x10s, your shirts, and you can also look me up on Fully Gimmicked under Katalina Perez because I got more shirts on there too.
I love it. I love all the merch. I love the OnlyFans.
Yes.
We got to do everything now.
Yes. I'm trying to make my money. I'm trying to get this bag. I don't want to work anymore. I want to wrestle.
Now, speaking of work, can you tell me maybe like the worst job you ever worked? You don't have to name a
My
company.
current job.
Oh,
No,
well.
I can't. I'm not going to name no companies.
No companies.
But it's retail, and people are mean and gross. That's all I got to say.
So you've learned to have a little bit, maybe more, maybe, I don't want to say respect because that's the wrong word, but maybe a little bit more patience when you go to a retail store with some.
Oh, yeah, I do not dirty. Okay, let me tell you now, if you pick up a shirt and you mess it up and you unfold it and you put it down and you mess up the whole pile, everybody hates you that works there. Just letting you know. Everybody hates you. You watching the camera, you have probably done this. You have probably picked something up and then you put it somewhere else. Like a pack of bacon does not belong in the clothing section because now the bacon is messed up because it was cold and it was supposed to be cold and now it's hot and now you ruined it. You ruined it.
Okay,
So,
that I do have beef with. Like, you don't take
Don't be
something
putting stuff anywhere.
cold and leave it at the register or in the magazine, right?
yeah.
That's not cool.
Just don't touch it. If you don't want it, don't touch it, okay? If you're going to look at clothes, buy it. You know.
And I'll try to put my clothes back on the return rack because I am guilty of that.
Or give it to the person up at the registers. You know you can do that. You know you can say, hey, I don't want these 5 things. Instead of, I'm going to leave it here and here and here, because guess what? The people who work there have to clean it up. And we have so many other things to do. Let me not go off, on retail. And it's on a good note. I'm a wrestler. I want to get signed.
There you go, because I worked as a cashier growing up, and you would see somebody put the yogurt right in the magazine rack, and I'd be like, ma'am, you can give it to me, right?
Yeah, you can give it to the person.
They'll like you a lot more that way.
We would enjoy our time at work.
We would.
If you did.
Queenpin, thank you so much.
Thank you. Fun interview.
Oh, definitely. I'm glad. You know, we talked about doing this interview earlier in the night.
Yes.
And you said, how long is it going to take?
Long. Yeah, it was long. I talk a lot.
You asked me, is it going to be 5 minutes or so? And I'm like, no, I don't know how long it's going to be.
He said he rambles. I was rambling. I was star of the show here.
So I'm glad we waited till you were all done with all your commitments for the night.
So now I'm going to go change. I'm going to go have myself a drink. I'm going to go watch some wrestling and have fun.
There we go.
Exactly.
Queenpin.
Yes.
Catalina Perez, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel.
Thank you.
And guys, if you like interviews like this,
make
sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.